Good afternoon, Penn Trafford. Happy Friday once again, and welcome to a new edition of What's Up Warriors. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Michael.
Today we stop by the nurse's office for some information on the food drive and also take a deeper look at last week's Cultures of Dignity presentation.
We also have a piece on the mock trial team, Love for Lucy, and a student spotlight highlighting one of our PT divers. Dylan, take us into the food drive.
The annual food drive has made its way back to Penn Trafford. Running from February 13th to March 13th, the food drive helps those that are in need in our own community. Trent and Lauren sat down with Nurse Popovich to get the details on the event.
The Penn Trafford High School Food Drive is actually a district-wide food drive because the food that we're collecting is going to help people right here in our community. The things that we collect will not be going to the Westmoreland County Food Bank. They will actually be going to the food banks at St. Barbara's, Community United Methodist, Level Green, and Trafford. So we will truly be helping the people right here in our community with the food drive. It began February 13th, Monday, February 13th. It will go on through till Monday, March 13th. We will be collecting all kinds of items, any kind of food, canned food item. You can do tuna, chicken, vegetables, all kinds of vegetables, pasta. You can do noodles, bags of noodles, boxes of mashed potatoes. You can even bring in things like toilet paper, paper products. I do have a list on the website of all the things that you can bring in. We ask that you do not bring in ramen noodles. The reason we ask the high school not to bring in ramen noodles is because we get an overabundance of them from the elementary schools. And it's one of those things that not a lot of the food banks can utilize, but we get enough from that.
How can students get involved?
Anytime you would like to come down and help. If you are not able to bring in food items, but you want to help in any way with the food drive, I have so much work down here with the counting, the checking of things, the sorting, the boxing. When we have to distribute them, I'll need high school students who can drive after school so that we can deliver the items to the different food banks. Also, the elementary school is having a competition. So if you're willing to go after our school to go to their school to pick up items that they have donated, that would be wonderful. So if you truly want to help and want to see me, please come see me.
Last week, speaker and author Rosalind Wiseman came to PT with her presentation, Cultures of Dignity. She presented 3 times, and in the time she was here, she shared her message with students and parents of Penn Trafford. Rachel and Maria had a chance to sit down with Rosalind to dig deeper into cultures.
Last week, speaker and author Rosalind Wiseman came to give her presentation, Cultures of Dignity, to students at PT. We had a chance to speak with her and get a deeper look into cultures.
The general purpose of my presentation is to not waste students' time, to make them think, to engage in things that maybe make them uncomfortable or disagree with me, but to really make a choice about thinking about how they want to live their lives and how they're interacting with other people. So every time I go to a school, I plan it, I talk to the administrators, I talk to the people who are involved, and I get a sense of what they think is important. And then I prepare that, and then I always meet with a small group of students to help me prepare and get a sense of where the school is.
Rosalind is the author of a book called Queen Bees and Wannabes, which helps parents manage through their teen's life.
I think that parents have to be sanely involved in their children's lives. So one of the things I said to the parents when I was here was, stop asking your kid a million questions at the end of the day. Like, how was your day? How was practice? How was your test? Did you talk to this teacher? That sometimes at the end of the day, a lot of young people just want to decompress and relax. And so they're not being moody teenagers when they don't want to talk to you. It's that they are just human beings who've had a long day. Really what my work is about is giving voice to young people. So all of my books, I have young people help me write the books, and they edit and they tell me when I'm wrong. And we have very heated, spirited debates about things. We also laugh a lot. But it's really about giving voice to young people because sometimes I think that we don't listen to them as we should. I want teenagers to react to my message by really just having honest conversations with each other and be able to hear each other when they disagree, or to be able to bear witness when they're seeing somebody in their peer group who's doing something they don't like, that they feel a little bit more comfortable to be able to say it, knowing that there are consequences, knowing that it's messy, but that they are able to speak just a little bit more honestly to their friends when there's something going down that they don't like.
Whether or not you decide to take Rosalind's message to heart, her presentation carries important topics relevant to high schoolers today. This has been Maria and Rachel for PTV.
Now that February has come along, the mock trial team has started to go to some of their competitions. So we decided to send Alex Wargo to check in with the team.
Now that the Penn Trafford mock trial team has started going to this year's mock trial competitions, I decided to stop down to see what's going on with them.
The case this year has to deal with a person who is a arsonist and is being charged with burning down a car factory.
I'm the attorney coach for the mock trial team. I've been the attorney coach since the program started.
My role is I'm a arson profiler and I work for the ATF Bureau of Alcohol and Tobacco and Firearms.
I'm a lawyer and I have been since my freshman year on the prosecution side.
This year I'm a defense attorney. I defend the arsonist Taylor Edsel. I've been a part of the mock trial team since my freshman year.
I'm a witness this year. I've been a witness the other 2 years I've been on the team as well.
It's an interesting case. It's a criminal case which the students all seem to enjoy, and there's a lot of nuances to the case that make it very interesting.
We have a really good team this year. A lot of us are returning. I think we only have 2 new people that are in new positions on the team. And I think we have a really strong team this year and a chance of winning the Regents like we did last year again. We didn't lose that many people, seniors from last year, which is a good thing.
We've actually won all of our competitions so far this year. We're going into the playoff rounds currently.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of dedicating time, studying your role, knowing your part, knowing information, because you're there, you're on a team.
There's a lot of dedication put in. We practice 2 times a week. Usually we're here till 5:30 or 6. We also have to put in a lot of time outside of practice to make sure that all of our stuff is memorized and that everything we do is perfected.
It's really interesting. You get to learn a lot about law, and we have a lot of fun together too. Competing is my favorite part, but it's all really good.
I really like it. We all get along really well. It's a difficult experience, but it's really fun to be on the team.
That's it with the mock trial team. This has been Alex Wargo reporting for PTV.
From Andrews Avengers to Saraceni Strong, Penn Trafford has become quite the hotspot for students to make a good impact in society. Sierra Rudick and Sarah Simpson talked with Rachel Blotzer to find out what her new campaign, Love for Lucy, is and how you can get involved.
You may have been hearing the words Love for Lucy around PT lately. We sat down with Rachel Blotzer, who started the campaign, to find out what it's about and why it's important to her.
Love for Lucy is something I started with my sister to help support her newest baby, which is Lucy, and it kind of is just raising money for her and for her future surgeries and things that she's going to need throughout the rest of her life. She has a rare genetic disorder called trisomy 18, which has created a hole in her heart. Her heart isn't that big, it's probably about this big, but your heart's actually broken up into 4 different compartments, and the bottom 2 of her heart are completely open, and the top has a small hole in it. So technically her heart's broken right now, so we're hoping to have her fix that. In the next couple months, she's going to actually have heart surgery. She'll actually have to stop her heart and do a bypass for the surgery. I started Love for Lucy to help support my sister and her family because she's a stay-at-home mom, so she's watching 3 other kids on top of watching over Lucy all the time. Just by supporting, spreading the word, we're doing different beads of courage, which I have mine on. You can see different pictures in the video. We have the t-shirts, they say Love for Lucy with the ribbon over top that says Trisomy 18 Awareness. And we are also doing just regular rubber Love for Lucy bracelets. The rubber bracelet we're doing for $3. The beaded bracelet, which we call the Beads of Courage bracelet, is $5. And the t-shirts, depending on what size you get, it's from 12 to 17. But mostly, a lot of people fall in 15. The chances of Lucy being born was 0.01%. So she's defying odds every day that she's here with us. Every single bead on each of these strands represents something that Lucy's gone through. Every prayer that you guys say and every little bit of support you give me and my family goes a long way. This just started in December, I just was like, you know what, she deserves a chance and I'm going to fight for her.
If you're interested in buying a t-shirt or bracelet, see Rachel. Help support her niece Lucy, and for PTV, this has been Sierra Rudick and Sarah Simpson.
Paige Kalick, a sophomore here at the high school and a member of our own Penn Trafford Water Warriors, is a record-breaking diver and a valued member of the team. Nick Desmond talked with Paige and her coach, Mr. Martini, to learn more about her accomplishments.
A sophomore on our Water Warriors diving team, Paige Kalick, has broken multiple records in her 2 years on the team. I talked with her and one of her teammates to get more insight into what it takes to be a water warrior.
Okay. Hi, I'm Paige Kalick and I dive for the Penn Trafford Water Warriors. I've been diving for almost 2 years. I was a gymnast for 11 years. I started at the age of 3, so that kind of brought me into the sport of diving. So basically in high school diving, for a regular section meet, there's 6 dives. And for the first dive you compete, you have to do a voluntary dive, which is like your basic front dive, back dive, inward dive, reverse dive, and so on. And then after you compete that dive, they get to choose 5 others that are harder, like a back 1.5, front 2.5, stuff like that. And your DD has to build up to a certain degree, and you have to cover at least 4 out of the 5 categories. The record that was here before I dove was 254 points, and I broke it last year as a freshman with 269 points. Recently, this year I broke my own record with 306 points, I believe, and I also broke the 11 dive record with 502 points.
She works extremely hard, and she goes down to pit, and she works every day at practice, and she deserves to break the records when you work that hard.
At practice, my teammates pushed me to do better, and we always try to correct each other's diving and just overall bond as a team. We like to laugh and have fun a lot. Even though we sometimes goof around, it's just really fun to have them supporting me through this journey.
All of us really tried to come together this year and not only work on our dives, but work on being closer as a team and becoming better friends. Paige is supportive and fun, and she's always there to practice, and she works really hard on her dives and with the rest of the team. Overall, she's just a great team member and a great friend. All of us are really proud of her, and we hope that she continues to be as good as she is, and we all wish her the best at WPIALs and hopefully at states and beyond that.
Be sure to show your support for our swimming and diving team as they advance to WPIALs. Reporting for PTV, this has been Nick Desmond.
Thank you for watching this edition of What's Up Warriors. We hope if you're going to Morp tonight, you have a safe and enjoyable time. Also, any plans for the weekend?
I'm going to the Penguin game tomorrow.
Yes, the big Stadium Series game. I will be there as well. Hopefully the Penguins can defeat the hated Flyers.
And also, good luck to the Warrior hockey team playing in their final game of the season tonight.
So there you go. That's your update. Enjoy your weekend, and thanks for watching.